Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Bienvenidos de nuevo al canal. Hoy, en el marco de las entrevistas que estoy haciendo sobre lo que viene en San Diego Comic Con, les traigo un nuevo invitado y sin más dilación voy a dejar que él mismo se presente.
How's this for the anime crossover you never thought you'd see? Dynasty on Interlogos channel. What's up? Name's Dynasty. I've been covering Mortal Kombat since 2011 on YouTube, so chances are you may or may not have seen some of my stuff. If you haven't, click the link down below. If not, no worries, but I'm going to take a few minutes of your time because this weekend is San Diego Comic-Con, and it seems like maybe, just maybe, we'll be getting our first look at the upcoming rumored, definitely not leaked for a year, DLC story expansion for none other than Mortal Kombat 1. So if you could spare me a few minutes to give you my take on that, that'd be appreciated.
¿Qué esperas ver en el panel de este San Diego Comic Con?
As for what I'm expecting this weekend at this actual panel, I think we're probably going to see Ed Boon reveal, like I said, a trailer showcasing the story mode expansion, along with all the new characters that I have in this picture that I photoshopped right here, which include gender-swapped versions of Cyrax, Sector, shout out to Interloco for finding those audio files and pretty much confirming that's going to be a thing. Fan favorite noob Cybot, Bihan. How is that going to happen? Do you get resurrected? It seems like it. So for the Mortal Kombat side of things, I think that's going to be our 3 characters in this expansion pack. As for the guests, again, this has been data mined for a long time, courtesy of character intros. Seems like we're getting Conan the Barbarian with some Arnold likeness. We're also getting T-1000, so back-to-back games with another Mortal Kombat Terminator guest appearance. And lastly, we're getting Ghostface, one horror character, which how is he gonna fight? Does he have a stunt double? Is he gonna be just stabbing people and picking up the phone saying, "What's up?" I don't know, but those are my expectations for what we'll probably be seeing. Probably like a 2.5-minute trailer showcasing again a bit of the new story, all those guest characters, and I think that's essentially what we could probably look forward to. Would not shock me if he even teases a Combat Pack 3, because you guys do know that it seems like there's another DLC pack cooking for Mortal Kombat 1 after this one that more than likely is going to get revealed this weekend. So that's my expectations for San Diego Comic-Con for Mortal Kombat 1. Essentially, this right here, I think, is going to be revealed with a small snippet of Titan Havoc, who makes that appearance at the end of the Mortal Kombat 1 story. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they surprised us, and all that was just to sway us in the wrong direction. It was a smokescreen, and it's stuff that we haven't seen before. Personally, I would rather be surprised, but I think this is probably a safe bet.
¿Cuál es tu balance, tu opinión sobre el año 1 de Mortal Kombat 1?
Now, when it comes to my opinion of year 1 of Mortal Kombat, I think it's safe to say that it kind of feels at times like we paid for a $70 beta. There's really not much content outside of your online multiplayer, because once you beat the story mode, you're kind of just stuck with Invasion Seasons, and that only takes like 4 to 5 hours to complete. Once you do that, you got to go online and run into a bunch of broken characters like a Homelander, and it seems like every time a new DLC character drops, the roster is in disarray. Some characters are broken, some are fixed, some are buffed, some are nerfed. It's the standard at this point when it comes to NetherRealm games. They're always broken until that final patch, it seems like, right? And this game's been no different. I just wish we had more offline single-player content. I feel like Invasions mode, though it's progressively gotten better with every DLC character, it's just very redundant, it's really boring, and I might have to be under the influence to get through a season. That's just my personal opinion. Even then, it's pretty boring. So I wish we had more content. That's why I say it kind of feels like we were just testing this game. We're about to be a year 2 right now, and I think things are still kind of missing in terms of like things like online lobbies, online practice, a lot of modes that have been pretty much part of every single big NetherRealm Studio released Mortal Kombat game are gone. No update on when we're getting them either. So yeah, man, it's been bittersweet. I know some of you guys love this game, but for me, it just always feels like it's been a bit incomplete. And even a year after the fact, I'm hoping that, year 2 changes that. Interloco has shared all the stuff that we may be getting after year 2 kicks off. I mean, we have Test Your Might, Test Your Sight. Seems like we might even have some type of scavenger hunt, a fully fledged tag team mode, cameo only mode. Seems like there's a lot of potential here. So what I'm hoping is they knock year 2 out the park, because not to say that this game can't be saved, but the longer it takes, the harder it will be to be saved. That's just my personal opinion. So I'm hoping that everything that's been data mined over the past few months, the last year, somehow comes to fruition, because at the core of this game, despite if you like the cameo system or not, there's a pretty good game in terms of gameplay. I just wish it was more fleshed out. I know it seems like this game was rushed. They've had a year, and that's why I'm really hoping that year 2 kind of just fixes everything and it doesn't feel so empty anymore. I hope they just give us some more replayability, some more of that, because I don't know, man. It could be better.
¿Qué nos podrías decir al respecto del estado de la franquicia en general? ¿Cómo lo ves vos?
As for how I see the franchise in general, again, I do think that year 2 has the ability to really change a lot of people's opinions, because right now I feel like there's a sour taste in most of our mouths. Maybe that's just my opinion, I'm wrong, but I feel like we were all hoping this game would be a lot better than it is. Even if you like this game, you can't tell me that things like online lobbies should be missing a year after launch. So again, how do I feel about the franchise? I feel like, again, we're not completely far gone, but if there was a catalyst to the downfall, I feel like this game is setting that tone if it just doesn't improve. So, not saying Mortal Kombat is dying, but do I have to say it? So there you go. Those are my thoughts on this weekend's San Diego Comic-Con events. Those are my thoughts on the state of the franchise and my expectations for year 2. Again, I don't take pride in being a Debbie Downer. I really don't. I love Mortal Kombat. People like to bring up sales. The game will always sell off name value alone. We see games like Madden sell every year, even though they're pretty much a carbon copy every single year. The quality of the game goes down, the money goes up, and I would just hate to see that become kind of the route of Mortal Kombat. I feel like this is a franchise that deserves a lot better. You deserve a lot better. And I just want this game to be a success. And I hope year 2 can bring that to me, to you, to all of us. So shout out again to Interloco for asking me to be a part of this. Thank you for your time. Let's see what they have at San Diego Comic-Con. If you want to check me out, link down below. And Elder Gods, give me strength. Consult with me. I love you. See you in the next video. Peace.